Gamers of Reddit, what are the strangest things you've heard over an open mic? Story 1. I was playing Dawn of War on TeamSpeak. This guy got into a loud, heated argument, accusing his wife of having an affair because she walked in the door at like midnight. We were going to kick him from the channel, but it got really juicy. Then it got scary. Then it got sad. I think he was playing to distract himself. Story 2. Some friends and I were playing Call of Duty the day Bernie Mac died. We were talking about it, and a black guy on our team thought we were making it up. When we finally convinced him, he was quiet for a few seconds, then, in a very distraught tone, said, "Man, I gotta call my mama," and left the game. Story 3. I was doing a 40-person raid in World of Warcraft. Many people in the guild were from California, and at the time I lived in Oakland. We hear one guy around Napa call out, "Whoa." Then a few seconds later, I feel a pretty substantial earthquake and announce it over vent. A few seconds later, a couple of people around San Jose chimed in with their surprises too. It was pretty cool to hear how the quake rippled south in real time. Story 4. I was on a co-op mission on a WW2 flight simulator. There were around 16 of us playing, and one guy was pretty wasted. We were cruising along on the way to the target area when suddenly we started hearing loud snoring. Some guys started yelling, "Wake up," but to no avail. And shortly after, we hear a loud crashing and rattling over comms, followed by a, "Oh fuck, son of a bitch. I'm fucking bleeding." Guy passed out and smashed his head on the floor. We couldn't finish the mission because we were all laughing so hard. Story 5. My raid group was pretty diverse, and 2 guys from the Bronx, SP, myself, and another from the UK, and a few from Norway, Finland, and Ukraine. We were pretty new to the game and hadn't cleared the final boss of a very tough raid yet, but we were coming close. One of the Bronx guys died straight away, lag issues constantly, and we'll never kick him, but proceeded to do a live freestyle rap about what each person was doing in the raid in lieu of a commentary. Shit was amazing. I said, I wish we had recording software back then. Second was the Ukraine guy. Just signs onto TS one day and says, "War has broken out. I won't be on for the raid." He laughs, signs out, and repeats the same message in-game to the guildies who weren't on TS. Kind of worried for a few weeks, but he eventually managed to contact us via our forum to say all was well and he'd moved to a new, safer city with family while things died down. I can't wait for him to get back. His DPS was straight up demonic. Story 6. A few years ago, I was in a Rift guild with the strangest California desert hicks. This couple lived in the hills outside San Diego on some big piece of property with their kids and the guy's parents. They were actually decent enough players. He was an especially solid tank. But damn, if they didn't interrupt the raid for the craziest of reasons. One week, it was a kid with a broken arm. The next, the in-laws' roof was on fire. The frequency and kind of incidents were always enough to make the rest of us wildly speculate about what kind of living situation these people had. The best time they interrupted the raid? Guys, we gotta take 20. The kangaroo is loose again. Story 7. I was playing League while talking to some guys over TeamSpeak. Dude says he'll be right back but leaves his mic on. Out of nowhere, you hear him and his dad getting into a massive fight. When the fight was nearly over, we heard the dad scream, "And why does your room smell like spit?" And the kid replied, "Because I spit in it." Dude hasn't been back on that TS since. Story 8. My girlfriend used to play World of Warcraft a lot and was playing with her guild when, during a break, she started playing with her dog and talking to it. She accidentally hadn't muted her mic, so the whole guild was listening, and they kept quiet and recorded it. The audio track was on the guild website for a while. Story 9. I played Latro a lot for a long time. The kinship I was in on Firefoot died a slow death. People just drifted apart and stopped logging in as much. I started to miss some of my old friends who've since moved on to other things. Most had stopped playing games altogether, and then it happens. The day you log out for the last time, there's no fanfare or a big going-away party, no heartfelt PMs or a big goodbye on vents. You just play for a while, say later to the only other 2 people on, and never come back. Looking back at all the times we shared and thinking about old friends, yeah, I missed them a lot. I wouldn't say I ever cried about it, but fuck, it's hard not to get sad when I think about it all. Story 10. I was playing World of Tanks on Xbox 360, and this guy on my team, who was playing in a German tank, was blaring German military music from World War II over the mic. It wasn't strange, more of an out-of-the-blue sort of thing. Story 11. I was playing Halo 3 with my brother one time when someone on the other team had 1 kill for 18 deaths or something similar. He was running around and shooting at people occasionally, but generally missing a lot and dying. Once the game is over, we end up in the post-game lobby with one person on the other team swearing at the guy who went 1 and 18. We hear a strange rustling noise followed by a rather drowsy sounding, Dude, what the fuck? How do you die 18 times and only get one kill? Sorry, dude, I fell asleep in the lobby. You were moving around. Well, it's only me and my cat here. Story 12. I once happily overheard a friend of mine online answering the door for a delivery package. Why was this unique? Because after about 3 whole seconds, I then get to happily overhear my friend's dog come crashing into the scene and valiantly defend his owner from the delivery man. Much swearing and panicking was heard. Story 13. I was playing GTA Online in a heist with some kids. Youngest one was maybe 12 or 13 max. During a setup mission, his mom entered the room and told him to get off the Xbox. All he does is play games, etc. He told her he couldn't because he was almost done with an online mission and he would quit after. We finished the mission and start to queue up the finale. Someone asks if he needs to log off. He says, nah, I just tell her it's the same mission. Midway through the finale mission, static starts to come over the mic and it sounds like a scuffle. Then you hear him pleading, no, please don't turn it off. You can't do this. There are other players. I can't quit. It'll end their game too. In a dead serious angry mom voice, I hear, your dad is in jail because of you. We're going to lose our house because of you. A few minutes later, he was back in the party chat. Sorry guys, we're having family problems, and my mom gets like that. She's a salty cunt. Story 14. I was playing an 8 versus 8 in Halo 3. I had just started getting into the online world of it, and was really enjoying myself. So I looked for a match and getting sent to the lobby right before we went straight to the game. IIRC, you would get a vote on what type of match and map you wanted to play in. So as we do that, one of the guys starts a beat and then a second joins in on the exact beat. I recognized it as the We Will Rock You by Queen beat. Then one guy starts to sing it and the next verse was someone else and then the song went on and on. I even pitched in. After we finished, no one even recognized what had happened and normal chat continued. It was pretty cool and it's never happened again since then. I tried to initiate it once or twice, but ended up making a fool of myself. Story 15. Playing a match of CS::GO, I was smurf locked, so it was one of those filthy casual games. There was a girl in the game who had a really hot voice and was acting all flirty anytime she killed someone or got killed. Okay, whatever. Then some dude tells her she's made him horny. Great. Now I've got to put up with this. It took a turn for the worse when the dude started talking like a female phone sex operator, and he was actually really good at it. I don't get uncomfortable easily. I've been on the internet for a long time, but my God, some dude talking dirty in my ear like a girl moaning and shit, that was fucking weird. Story 16. A couple of years back on PSN, I believe I heard the last argument one couple ever had. While playing GTA 4, dodging around at the airport, I overhear a lady scream, I've been working all day, and all you've been doing is playing that stupid game. It developed into a huge fight. They were screaming back and forth for at least 15 minutes until his mic went quiet and his account logged off.